goes here. We're testing to see if the stream's going to be good enough, if the quality of the stream is going to be good enough to let me get going. And it's been being pretty poopy today, so we'll see.
I'll go ahead.
Alright, so supposedly this is a chance for me to get to know all the nobles at the party if I want to. The man's gorgeous clothes hide rippling muscles beneath them. He looks past your ear, obviously bored. Baron Hannes Drelev, he says offhandedly, emphasizing the word Baron. And you must be the Staglord Butcher. I'm sorry, I'd quite forgot your name. But you took out the Staglord and his gang, and so Sword Lord Jamandi is granting you permission to take his place, right? Well, congratulations. My lands lie to the west of yours. I suppose we're neighbors now? Okay. Yes, I defeated the Staglord. Pray tell, what did you do to deserve your new dominion? A smirk appears across the Baron's face. I don't need to deserve or prove anything. Countless generations of my glorious ancestors have done so for me. If I had a slightly bigger army, Sword Lord Jamandi would have simply given all of the stolen lands to me. Alas, I don't have so many soldiers at my disposal, so she had to urgently make barons. The likes of you and Varn. So you have no army and no special merits. Given land just for being pretty. Under the circumstances, I'd have you whipped for such words, but let's not ruin Lady Adori's celebration, hmm? If you want so badly measure merits, we can do it so another time. Yeah. Not even dating to reply, Baron Drello turns around and looks away. Alright, before we go any further, I need to get this out on Thoshelth. If it's working. I think we're working. Is we working? Where's my phone? Alright. For some odd reason, half of my settings didn't save. It's all good. Alright, 2 more shares here. I gotta do a Twitter and Discord. We're good to go. We had a rather traumatic event earlier, right before I get started. I was in here just doing stuff with the computer. I had just wrapped Lucas's leg with a new bandage, and I heard this horrible noise coming from the corridor outside of the office, and it was like a screeching or something, and it started distantly, and it came closer, and then it was right outside my door, and I was like, what the hell? And I opened it up, and Pippin had caught some type of a tropical, like what are those things called? Cockatoos? Cockatiels? You know, they're about, I don't know, 4 inches to 6 inches tall. Different colors, you know, bright yellows and reds and stuff. And she had brought it in, and it was not dead. And Chris tried to save it, but it had already been bit around its throat and underneath one of its wings. And it was acting like it could still handle itself, so she was taking it out to put it on a tree and let it see if it could go and escape. And it bit her hand rather sharply, and she cried out, dropped it, and Pippin, it didn't. She was off in the distance. It was Frodo, excuse me. Frodo didn't even wait. It didn't even take Frodo 2 seconds, and he was on top of it, and it was toast. So it was a rather traumatic. It's one thing when you know your birds kill things. It's another when they do it right in front of you and bring it inside your house and drop it on your on your office door. It's like I'm having to deal with the death cries of birds as I'm doing office work. I was like, oh my god, this is such a homestead. Alright, let's see if the internet's going to be good enough to do anything with. If I randomly disappear, it's because of the storms, more than likely. Alright. Get this open. All messages. Alright, talk to that guy who's a total douche. Who are you? Isvanki Keeg. A handsome man with a weather-beaten face grasps your hand lightly in his rough, calloused palms. Unlike the rest of the guests in their festive clothes, he wears a simple robe. The only luxury you see on him is a holy symbol of Eristil made of solid gold. The other guests look at him with respect, some bordering on awe. Congratulations on your victory, he says in a deep voice. Maybe I should change the voice on that. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ivanki Keeg, High Priest of Eristil and Restov. I could pass the religion check. I saw how you fought beside Jumanji that night. Your god granted you impressive power. Yes, I used to serve Eristil on the battlefield, but those days are long past. Now I call on his power to heal those who have fallen from a roof more often than anyone wounded by a sword. Of course, someone has to roam around the forest and slay monsters, but I'm more useful to my congregation here, attending to more mundane affairs like hospitals, shelters, and charity events. Alright. Diplomacy says, bringing law into the Stolen Lands is a difficult endeavor. I would be grateful for any help you could spare. I'm definitely going to go for that option. Whether I succeed or not is another story. I did. This is truly a noble undertaking. I believe our community will be able to provide you with a reasonable assistance. We will help you construct a shrine in your capital, free of charge. A shrine? In my capital? Why, thank you so very much, sir. Alright, it was an honor to meet you. That was a fortuitous event. Oh, I like how my character just bowed to him.
My strength betrays me.
Oh, no he didn't. He fell down because he's like fatigued. Alright, who's Joseph Selemius? An older man with full sideburns looks at you with interest through a golden eyeglass. Well now, if it isn't the hero of the festivities, the protege of our dear Jamandi. You pulled this all off quite cleverly. I confess I wasn't convinced your enterprise would succeed. I even bet a bottle of my best Pitaxian wine against you, but I'm happy to admit I was wrong. The Eldori have always been adept at finding new talent. I don't believe we've been introduced. Oh, so it would seem. I am Joseph Selimius, Lord Mayor of Restov. I rule this town and the adjacent lands, and as your northern neighbor, I hope we can look forward to a long and fruitful relationship. Ah. So you rule Restov. What about the Eldori? Ha! Brevoy's politics seem complex and incomprehensible to many, if I can even say that word. Here in this part of Ruslan, the spirit of the northern freedom still lives. We are loyal to the throne, of course. May the gods prolong the life of his highness. But here, far from the dominions of the great houses, we have our own way of life. It is especially important now, after certain events that I probably don't need to name. The Eldori sword lords used to rule Ruslan. They're still the largest landowners and main military force, but it's not for nothing that we call ourselves a free city. We're proud to choose the Lord Mayor from among the citizens, not by their lineage, but by their merits. Okay, what kind of events were you talking about? An aspiring politician needs to be well informed. I'm talking, of course, about the disappearance of the ruling house Rogavia. Can you imagine it? Old man Chorl conquered over land 2 centuries ago. It'd be a shameless lie to say that no one wished his royal house would just disappear into thin air. Once that exact thing happened, it turned out no one was ready for it. Poof! All over the country, even remember the royal house disappeared without a trace. No one knows what happened. It's a mystery, but a mystery pregnant with opportunity for everyone. Alright, how are things in Rostov? Alright, it was nice meeting you. Please wait a moment. Your young barony will need resources to establish itself, and from what I've been told, you're somewhat in need of financial assistance. I could organize and supply everything you need for the construction and spread out the cost on extremely favorable terms. Ooh. Okay. I have to think about that one for a minute. I could immediately procure, let's say, 500 cartloads of building supplies. I'm sure that would give you a good start. In exchange, I simply ask a small favor. Until you repay the debt, you simply assume the obligation of contracting building services through Restov's Builders Guild. Do we have a deal? That's a good question. I don't know if that's... I mean... The problem is I don't know these people, and they're being very generous because they're trying to make political alliances with me. I'm going to decline. It was nice meeting you. Alright, so I could have maybe struck up some sort of a... I don't know enough about it, though. Who are you two? Natalia Sotova is discussing something with an unfamiliar old lady in a low voice. Upon noticing you, she breaks into a sugary, sweet smile. You are not only tough, but quick. Congratulations on your victory. Enjoy it, while you can. Huh. Is that a threat? No, I would never. I simply wish to warn you. In case you didn't fully realize the fate that awaits you in your barony. And the fate of that is? Nothing good, I fear. The Aldori, our dearest friends, didn't deem it necessary to inform you of their plans, I assume. You see, they're preparing to separate from Brevoy. It will not be a peaceful process. Their lack of strength currently, hence using the legal loophole to create some independent ally. Once the civil war breaks out, your lands will be the first to enter a strike from Brevoy's forces. Perhaps they'll erect a memorial stone in independent Restov to honor you. I wouldn't count on even that, really. What would you propose? In your situation, the most reasonable course of action would be to align yourself with the lawful rules of Brevoy. The noble houses. The Eldori will dare to rebel knowing they will immediately become entrapped. You could help Brevoy avoid a civil war while simultaneously enjoying some well-deserved peace in your lands. I believe Jamandi has already attempted to impose a guard on you as an emissary? I'm guessing her lowborn stepson, the green-skinned boy, Castle. It's up to you, of course, but I would recommend you a different envoy. Please meet Chandra Merve, an experienced diplomat who's more familiar with Brevoy's politics than any brawler could be. The old woman standing next to Natalie gives you a small bow. I would be happy to help you establish diplomatic relations with Brevoy. I'll consider your proposal. Think on it. Don't make any hasty decisions. Alright, I'll be right back, everybody. He ate. I just gave him tuna a little while ago. Anyway, I'm back, everybody. I was going to get some water, and then I talking to Chris about cat stuff. Not very much, no.
The path is clear.
I think those are all the guests I can talk to, right? At least political allies. Alright. Who's Lander? A handsome, well-dressed young man of about 17 years old looks at you with a polite smile. So you're the famous slayer of the Staglord's gang, soon to be a baron? Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Lander. Just Lander, no last name, no title. Well, let's just say I'm here incognito. Under my circumstances, it's wise to keep one's lineage to oneself. Truth be told, it's precisely I wanted to speak to you about. You see, I'm an heir to one of the Brevol's noble houses. I won't say which, but believe me, a newly appointed baron with no connections would do well to have a friend like me. I travel the country in secret without servants, so I can see it for myself. My family would never approve, but then I never asked. I need to know Brevoy if I'm going to rule a part of it someday. I know Jumondi wants to impose her stepson on you as emissary of Brevoy. Refuse. Take me instead. Don't look at my age. While they may have trained this half-orc to swing a sword, I've been training to rule since I was a child. I'll be of far greater use to you, both now and in the future, after I have a firm position in my family. Alright. I'll consider your proposal. Do so carefully. Okay, alright, so I've mingled with the guests. Who is this mysterious man? Commander. Oh, I forgot to go talk to the old man Nettle. Forgot all about that. Alright.
So, how do you like our little gathering? I hope you've made some useful connections. Shall we move on to the official proceedings?
Before we begin, I'd like to talk with the envoy I'll be taking with me.
My apprentice, Cassil Aldori, will go with you, won't he?
Chandra Merve was the old lady. Lander was the kid we just got. Jumondi gave me a very logical reason why her apprentice should go with me. I'm going to look something up. I'm assuming, okay, so this is probably going to have more to do with the Kingmaker side of the game. Hmm. It's a good question. And it doesn't appear there's a straight answer. I'm just reading some forum posts here real quick. I don't know that it necessarily matters, so I'm going to simply say, yes, that's my decision.
Whatever you choose, I won't argue. But you must choose your inner circle with the utmost care.
I'm ready for the ceremony.
Excellent. Stand here. Lords and ladies, today we are here to honor 3 brave people who have done the impossible. They've tamed the stolen lands. Baron Hannes Drelev, the new master of Glenabon. Captain Maegor Varn, the conqueror of Dunsword. And finally, the tamer of the Shrike Hills,
Present
who
and
put an
accounted
end
for.
to the atrocities of the Stag Lord's bandits. Step forward. On behalf of the people of the free city of Restov, I confer upon you this noble title. Rise, your grace.
Celebration is over. Now it is time to return to the Stolen Lands, but this time not as a simple adventurer, but as the ruler. Hopefully I can go back to the Shrike area and turn into the old man, because I kind of forgot to do that during the first act. Tell him that I'd killed the Stag Lord.
Victory! The Stag Lord's dead, and the capital of the new barony has been built in place of his fort. That was how the long and challenging taming of the Stolen Lands began.
Greetings, Baron. Greetings, Baron. My lord. Welcome, your grace. You can see Kester is a bit anxious, and it seems he's rehearsed his speech many times. Let me once again congratulate you on your victory and your new title. Lady Jamandi transferred me here. I am at your disposal. I'm not one to bestow honors, but I want you to know I'm glad to serve you. I'm here to welcome you on behalf of the citizens' new capital. The Stag Lord's former stronghold will soon be a thriving city. Word travels fast, and the first settlers have already arrived, with new ones approaching as we speak. I butchered that first sentence. I said new citizens' capital. Anyway. While you were visiting Restov, much has been done here. Your benefactors, the Eldori, invested a great deal of resources in rebuilding the city. I stand ready to answer your questions and to show you around the most important sites. Okay, any citizens I should know about? Jod is here. The emissary from Brevoy is here, waiting in the throne room. An elf has paid us a visit, a blind elf. Oh. Okay. What's the mood of the people? A city, a whole barony born right in front of our eyes. The people sensed the movement today. We're feeling proud. As a rule, I'm not too cheerful or chatty. I'd normally feel it's a place amongst all the rejoicing, but today is just one of those days. Alright, where are my companions? Alright, lead on. Follow me, your grace. Greetings, your grace. We are your subjects. We're selecting a site to build our house. It is a good thing that I got rid of the monsters and bandits. This is where the Stag Lord's fortress wall used to be. Not that it ever saved him in the end, hmm? This is going to be the heart of the town. It's going to be the main square. We already have our first vendor. Greetings, Your Grace. Turn to the right from the trail, you end up straight in our tavern. This is one of the first games I've ever played where they actually give you plenty of time to read the dialogue. Because most games, I mean, yeah, most games just like bleep, bleep. Soldiers speaking rumors. I like the horns music there. Alright, that's pretty impressive, the way they did the matte painting background. Then the perspective. That's pretty cool. Look at that, and it pulls back in as you move away. That's very well done. So this is my residence. Okay, I gotta say that trick was really well done because they just literally just have two layers, and they're moving independent of each other. That's just a simple trick, but it works. It's like, wow, I love watching filmmaking stuff like this too. 'Cause Alright, welcome to your barony. You are about to make the unyielding stolen lands a prosperous kingdom. There's a long and arduous road ahead of you. You and your advisors are going to deal with matters of national importance, found and build up settlements, seize and develop new regions, solve pressing problems, take advantage of good opportunities. A prosperous governor will be rewarded with support and donations from their subjects, promising alliances with other states, wealth for their treasury, and many other things. Good luck in your ruling. Okay, we've reached the main chambers. This is the throne room where you'll hold court and receive visitors. Let me draw your attention to the large map depicting your barony and its surroundings. We'll mark all the important scout reports and other news worthy of your grace's attention. Ooh. Castle, Lady Jamandi's ward gives a polite bow. It was a pleasure to meet you at the Restov reception. On behalf of your allies and benefactors, the Eldor's Swordlords, I'd like to offer you some advice. Okay, so this is going to give, it says here, barony effects. Community +6, loyalty +6, military +3. I don't know what any of this stuff means yet. You may change the difficulty level of your barony at any time or set it to automatic. If set to automatic, you won't have to deal with most government decisions. They will be taken care of automatically, and your barony will never fail. However, this also prevents you from unlocking any governance-related achievements. Okay. You can solve most of your barony's problems by granting appointments to the right peoples, responsible people. But certain state business will demand your personal attention, as well as the visits of especially important guests. Reports will be marked on your map. You can always check out while considering your plans. According to the ancient tradition of Brevov, most of the River Kingdoms, rulers address affairs of the state, receive visits at the beginning of the month. My advice to you is to maintain this tradition and regularly visit your capital when needed. The first thing you need to do as a ruler is assign loyal people to all the important positions in your barony. Your clerics were the first to seek an audience. I won't distract you further and leave you to consider. Your Grace, allow me to congratulate you on receiving the title of Baron. I am confident that you will be able to bring order to these troubled lands. To be honest, this is exactly what we wanted to speak to you about. Tristan and I have been talking a great deal about what happened at the Temple of the Elk. It all makes sense to us yet, but one thing is clear. There is a powerful curse at work. It corrupted the very essence of that sacred place, steeping it with putrescence. I'm disgusted with whoever who could do this. Now there is woe. New woe. Tristan and I believe the curse did not simply disperse. There is a place in the capital rumored by the locals to be cursed. We visited this dreadful place and felt the same putrescences at the Temple of the Elk. Okay. I will go there as soon as I'm able. Tristian says I would be happy to accompany you, but I would not expect to see anything new there at present. Over to this hilltop, it's barren but filled with a dense atmosphere of unease. Okay, what do you suggest? Alright, in 1 month, when it peaks, we are supposed to bald hilltop and resolve the issue. For now, we can only wait and prepare. Okay. Appoint an advisor to a public post. So see, this was I didn't expect to get into this gameplay tonight. Alright. The Barony has 10 basic stats, each supervised by an advisor. Okay. Stats increase if you are successful and decrease if events don't end well or other negative factors are placed in your way. Don't let your barony stats drop to 0 or lower. This will cause your subjects to riot and your state begin to crumble. Every 20 points of the stat increases your rank. Rank 1 unlocks the corresponding advisor position. Oh, so you're really incentivized to do good, to do well. Governing your barony will require 1 advisor for each stat. You may appoint your companions as well as some of the Stolen Land citizens. Each of the 10 positions has at least 3 characters who qualify to hold it. Not all of them will be willing to serve you right away. Some of them need to be convinced. Appointing others will require completing an assignment for them or rendering them some other service. Each advisor acts on their own ideology. They have their own opinions. You may want to select characters whose governance philosophy is consistent with your own. Every barony stat gains a bonus from a specific ability to appoint an advisor, indicated in the upper right of the advisor's card. Only advisors may address the problems, opportunities, and sudden events that occur in your domain and require immediate attention. Don't leave these positions vacant. Okay. What would we want to call this place? The Lowlands. I like that. That sounds good. Now, how about we do Midlands? The Midlands. Can't change it later. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Okay, Octavia always strives to solve problems peacefully. Counselor? Tristian? Cares for the people over all other concerns. General. I don't know who I want for that one yet. Hold that thought. Treasurer, no candidates are available. High Priest, Jod. He's the only one I got anyway. Okay, so the problem with Rhaegongar is he's cool and everything, but like it says, he's a hothead. And I don't know that he's going to be the right person because of that. Meanwhile, it says Castle is always strives to help those in need, which is more to my alignment, so I still need a treasurer. Every other position has been filled, so that's good. Claim the outskirts as part of your kingdom? Are these quests? Holy shit, these are like quests. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna have to come back and like make a whole video on this. I didn't realize. I don't think I remember any of this. What are projects? Trade agreement. Oh my. Worship receives the right to say response to Stetson. Each city in the barony gains an extra. I don't have enough BP? What is BP? Yes, twice all the way through, and I actually had a third. I just, Michael, I started a third playthrough, whenever they launched the next gen version, like 6 or 8 months ago. I was streaming it. I was streaming it here on my channel, for like 3 or 4 weeks. But then I got busy with other stuff, and I just never went back. Alright, maybe I can do this one. Claim outskirts. Start the claim. Requires 14 days to solve. Okay. You may now claim new regions to expand your territory. Open the Regions tab in the right side of the screen and select the relevant project. Claiming a region allows you to significantly increase your barony stats and found settlements in new lands. Okay, you have to meet special regional... Gosh darn it. One of your barony stats has reached 20. It's time for you to increase its rank. First, meet with your advisor to discuss the future of the state. To do so, return to Capital. The throne room. They may quit. After you talk to an advisor, make a decision. New kingdom project will be available that will increase the stat rank. Find the bottom center of the screen in the projects tab. Okay. So it automatically passed 14 days. Interesting. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I was clicking the wrong thing. That's Tussdale. What's this? Event of the month. I don't have to worry about that yet. Close the bear manager to get back to the throne room. Alright, sorry. Sorry to take over. There's people need you. In the stolen lands for the stag lord, people sighed and relieved, but many are confused with swift change of fortune. They don't know what to think of their new baron, nor what to expect of you. Well, you be a fair ruler for all owners of wealth and status. Let us reassure people, show them where your favor truly exists. Perhaps a small celebration. Yeah, let's hold a fair for the common people. That sounds awesome. I was at Olga's recently. I noticed old Boken just standing there, bored to death. Why don't you hire him as your court alchemist? So do I have to go there to hire him? Click on the table standing before the throne. What counselors are waiting me in the throne room?
How may I serve you, Your Grace? I believe I can manage to uphold the law. Being a warden would suit me well.
How may I serve you, Your Grace?
So I'm not quite sure it understood what it said there, because it said... Oh, maybe it's because it was green and it's already been done. Promise to solve an opportunity to take time to time in your domain. Current events are listed at the bottom of the screen. Okay. Alright, so pay attention to the bonuses and everything. Gotcha. Okay. Man, this is pretty complex. Like, I'm actually... That's why I'm not reading a lot of this stuff. I'm just kind of, like, absorbing this right now. Alright, so we did that. Merchants have arrived in the capital. Okay. Troll invasion. Event of the month. Alright, so let's eight-legged plague. No, I'm not spending any crisis points. I want to put Jackin in charge. Start event. Okay. Will this put me back in the throne room? It will. Alright, I fear this is another matter that requires your attention. Reports for the settlements of the Nile Marshals. The trolls in the forest, seemingly hordes of them. Rumors claim they're more than typical savage beasts. They seem almost to show reason and tactics. Alright, I'll head south and look into that. Okay, what do you do? Common folk will hardly see it in simple exhortation. Someone will need to go to the Neural March to investigate the matter. What if you were to take on this investigation yourself? I can do that. Trolls can only be killed with fire or acid. That's normal. As trolls do.
Trolls who didn't fear fire? That sounded terrible, and dangerous, and terribly dangerous. If we couldn't rein them in, our young barony would be eaten up in a snap.
Okay. Maybe. I might be. You never know. Alright, I've met with them. I've got projects. Yeah, I can do that. Oh, he's busy. Okay. No, I don't want to pillage. I don't want to pillage it. Yeah, I'd be fine with that. No, it's all gonna be the priest. Alright, I don't have anybody who can work on that one. Those are all the same, okay. So... Can I just walk out of here? Yeah, let's bail. Like, there were some quests I wanted to finish.
I greet you, my savior. You who defeated those who nearly brought my ruin.
Nice.
I see your fate has changed since last we met. Now you are the ruler who will determine the destiny of these lands. I am their living heart, the whisper of the wind, the strength of rivers, the luxuriant growth of the meadows. Do you wish to touch this power? I will show you a place where we can finally meet in flesh, you and I. Deep in the woods, there is an old mossy ruins long abandoned, nearly swallowed by the thicket. There is an old tree growing among the stones in the yard, which I remember as a seed. A shadow under its green crown I call my verdant chambers. Visit me there, my lord, and come alone. A nymph's reward awaits you.
That sounds lovely, if it's true. Hopefully it's true. I was happy to help. What would be the better way to say this? I was happy to help.
So long. I will await you there, as the ground waits for spring under the heavy winter's snow.
All right. Yeah. Oh, I have so many quests. However, I want to do the strike first because that was the one, the Nettles Crossing. It was the old, the ghost. I need to go tell the ghost that I got rid of the, whatchamacallit.
I need to catch my breath.
I think the old man was down over here. There he is. Stag Lord is dead. Pharasma awaits. Farewell. You freed an eternal soul from eternal torment. Yours is truly a noble soul. New event researching the nurture of curses, David Nettle. Alright. Pretty good. I kind of made it this far when I very first tried the game, but I don't have really a lot of recollections of it. I do remember the troll force being something that I eventually had to take care of, so I'm not remembering. It's fun. I had to drop the difficulty down though. I'll tell you what, the normal difficulty was making me. I was not having as much fun as I would have liked. So I dropped it down a notch to not to story mode, but the intermediate one, and I'm having much more fun now. It was really hardcore. Like hardcore, regular old normal Pathfinder is holy shit hard. Like, and if I was just playing for my own personal enjoyment, I probably wouldn't care. But when I'm streaming, it's like I don't want to be failing over and over and over and again, like 6 times in a row on a fight, because it's not fun for me and it's not fun for the viewers. So this way I can mostly survive. I've still run into trouble a few times, but it's definitely more my speed Alright.
I need to catch my breath.
Yes, everybody wants to rest. We have a quest to turn in at Trading Post. We also have things here in the kingdom. Problem. Okay, projects. Research into nature curses. Okay, we've saved that. Alright, looks like we can go straight up to the trading post. It'll prompt me to
My
take a nap
strength
soon.
betrays me.
Surely we can make it all the way to the... No. I don't want to begin resting. We can make it to the trading post. Come on. We'll nap when we get there. Yeah, normal was no joke in this game. I'm not used to normal mode being that challenging. I think the cutoff for me was like 2 streams ago or something.
Resting would be nice.
It wasn't
Don't you
even
think?
it wasn't even the death thing. Cause I'm okay with scum saving, scum loading. It was Tristian had a dex debuff, a strength debuff, and this whatever this is called, I forget what it's called, the death's door thing on him. And every time he got hit in a spiderweb trap, and it was full on like 15 minutes, he never rolled a resist. And I ran around the dungeon with my other characters to explore the rest of the dungeon, and Tristian just sat there in the middle of a spider web, unable to make an actual resist save roll to get out of that web because his stats were so low. And that web just kept, I don't know how long it was supposed to last for, but after like 15 minutes I was like, you know what? And I'd already died like 3 or 4 different boss fights in that dungeon, and I finally just like, I'm done. Yeah, like I'm just dropping it down and going the next easy mode. I'm tired of tired of this bullshit. Alright, we're supposed to talk to Boken. How would you like to become my court alchemist? Court alchemist, me? That'd be a first. Ah, fine. Come what may, you've been kind to me. Killed those damn spiders and brought an old man some berries, and I'll work for you. But just one thing, though. I need a new lab. A workshop. Don't worry about me. I'll do my part. Cool. Build a workshop for Boken in the outskirts. We could do that. First, I need to sleep. My characters need. Yeah, we don't have those things yet, so it was a very frustrating experience. I literally was on Google, like trying to Google where I could find greater restoration, and it was like I spent like 2 hours while I was streaming looking for greater restoration things, and I was like, there was nothing available at this stage of the game or the places that I can have access to. And I was like, no, screw this. All right.
Let us be careful.
Source of resources, the Baron. You may stumble upon a resource area in your travels to its you need to claim the region, return to the resource location, and claim it. Do they look different? Is that what this is right here? No, that's Old Sycamore. Ah, I see what it is. An excavation site available for claiming. Okay. Anything in the kingdom I need to take care of? You've met an artisan, a special character who can craft equipment for you. Having your own artisan is troublesome and expensive. Every artist you meet will ask you for a favor, and as soon as you fulfill the quest, a blueprint will appear in the settlement. Huh. Oh, you may base new settlements in regions on discovered crossroads. Huh. Okay. What's up? ¿La vas bien? What is this? Oh, that's the event of the month. Okay, gotcha. But only on crossroads that I've claimed, right? So I don't have anything. What is this up here? Oh, these are settlements. Can I do any that are closer? No, because this is the outskirts. This is where I first... Okay, so let's start at the border. Can I only do one at a time? Or maybe just one for now. Okay. Before I wasn't allowed to go back to the capital. Now I can go back to the capital, so I would think that someone in Restov will have what I need. But before, it flat out wouldn't let me go to Restov because I was still in, what do you call it? Chapter 1.
I feel tired.
So why is everyone staring at me like that, huh? Did I forget to wash my face after I ripped out that creep's throat?
Alright. Get to Bald Hilltop. So we actually need to go there. Can we travel back here? Yeah, we need to go ahead and finish going down the river here. Clear this whole riverway.
catch my breath.
Claim. Alright.
Resting would be nice.
Yes, we're gonna
Don't you
rest.
think?
This world is full of wonderful things, wonderful places, and wonderful people. I'm grateful for all I can learn.
Tristian, I'm so glad you're with us. I'd hate to think what might have happened if our Baron hadn't come to your aid back at the temple.
Whew. That bedtime's coming soon. Yeah, apparently I have to go here for something that's happening soon. It's already looking pretty ominous. A quick save.
The path is clear.
Hang on. Come back down here, guys. Explore the base of this first. Oh, what the frack?
I need inspiration.
That's not good. What the frack? Who's Silky? Alright, we need all the archers on Silky, please. Ah, she failed. That's awesome. Oh, ho, ho, ho. And a final swamp chop of that. Alright. So it says await a report after that. Ooh, I failed to inspect her, though. That's interesting. Wyvern skin cloak. Where did that thing go? Ring of protection. Yes. Cloak and sword plus 2 has bonus to natural armor. That's gonna go to Tristian because his armor class sucks. All right. Who can use that spear? Nah, we don't need it. All right, I don't think there's anything else up here, but let's just double check. Yeah, that was my struggle earlier, was just that I was not having fun in higher level difficulties is exactly the problem. When I'm no longer having fun, it's like I gotta change the things a little bit. I distinctly remember not liking the kingdom management part of it when I first played this. But it's been a while, so. So that's pretty cool. I'm assuming this whole thing's going to get fleshed out as I build it. There's a whole bunch of people here in the tavern. Alright. What rumors have you heard? Tower at the Candlemere. Alright. What treats do you have? Nothing that I really care about. To be honest with you, just want to sell some stuff. Thank you very much. Yeah, I turned it off in Wrath. I was like, I didn't want to. No, it became unfun for me very quickly, especially the like weird tile battles that you would do between the forces. Like that was just you had to have a general on each side, and no.
How may I serve you, Your Grace?
Excuse me. I've got 2. News has arrived from the largest observatory. Oh, he's busy. Alright. Oh, hold up. Requires 20 days to resolve. Requires 21 days to resolve. Ends in 5 days. What other projects do I have? Ends in 40 days. Yeah, I need another priest. Like, 40 days is a huge, huge time commitment. Where, buddy? Okay. The locals aboard don't know what to do. This is perfect one to tell us. Okay, so we held the event. What is this? Troll sightings. Bands of marauding trolls have been seen throughout the region. The people are frightened and beg for protection. Get out there, General. 28 days to solve. We just saved something. Visitor awaits in the castle. It's time to discuss events related to Bald Hilltop. Oh, perfect. Maester says you can skip the tile battles if you have higher army powers to say that's easily missed, like you just went and said, huh? Yeah, that would have been nice. Your Grace, we are victorious. We fought off the spider invasion and defeated the strange dryad. Subject have a special reward for you. The hilltop has grown gloomy just as before. I don't think the curse is broken. I think it's laying low. How much? All right. Well, I want to take care of it. How do we do that? Okay, perfect. Well, let's prepare for the next attack. Okay, these never existed before. It's interesting. $60 days to solve that. My goodness. These guys are all busy with other things. So I need to get more people on board. Okay. How many more days do I need to wait? 12, 11. Let's go back out to the map. Let's go see what the Dryad, because the Dryad offered to, unless she's a complete plot twist. It sounded like we were going to have a good time at the Dryad's place. She did say come alone. I wonder if it'll matter if I bring my party members. Find out. I really wish Fallout would go back to this style. Like, I liked the Fallout when it was a turn-based, you know. I mean, Fallout's okay the way it is now with, like, you know, over-the-shoulder shooter RPGs. But I really did like the old school. Where the heck was I supposed to go for that quest with the... Doesn't say where, though. It just says verdant chambers in the middle of the woods. Well, these are the only woods that I know of, right? Like... Oh, unless it's the old oak. Which it could be. Let's go up here. Because I haven't actually been into the old oak yet, and that's technically sort of the center of the forest.
I need to catch my breath.
Someone on the road. Ooh, what the hell are these? Branded trolls and bandits. Let's get the necromancer first. Alright, hang on, let's Alright, we might have to get a little more creative with things here. Well, the trolls are more than just an anonymous threat now. We've seen them.
I need to catch my breath. Does anyone else want tea? It's growing quite chilly this evening.
Thank you, Octavia. Your tea is magical. I mean, I don't mean you used magic to make it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that her acid
I mean, you could have, but not necessarily.
cantrip
That is
is
to
gonna
say,
come in handy for
thank you.
trolls. So it looks like that was a luck decision to have her on board. I have no idea if this is the right place to find the Dryad. We're just exploring at this point.
I'll go ahead. I shall end his suffering.
It's a man-eater troll.
Strike worth a legend.
Who we obliterated. That was pretty awesome. Ooh. Please be a belt of some sort of strength. Please be a belt of some sort of strength. Yeah, belt of giant strength, baby. We probably want Larry to have that. Valerie's really our only melee character. So guess what? You just got a little bit stronger.
Let's head out.
So I'm thinking this wasn't the place.
The path is clear.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know that I've discovered the place where she is. Probably just have to look it up. The name of her quest was A Just Reward. Yeah, I guess it's a place I haven't discovered yet, so, Oh, it's right there on the map. God, I'm an idiot. Like, I'm literally over here scrolling around, and there it is on the map right there. Oh, wow. How do I... Not quite sure. That's a long way over there, though. Oh, I got something that's only available from the throne room, I think.
I need to catch my breath.
Stop crying about it. We're almost home. Throne room, please. Yeah, the early that early part of that game is really a slog. Stefano Mosconi, the man before you reeks of vanity. His black hair is curled style, generously waxed. His cheeks and forehead are powdered white. His hand rests casually on the golden hilt of his rapier. As he approaches, a mean, sly smile appears on his face, clearly practiced and prepared in advance. Ah, the ruler of this barony. I'm flattered by your attention. Sir Stefano Mosconti of Pitex at your service. The man performs a derisive bow. What brings a Pitaxian noble to my barony? Okay. I thought I might one day take a visit to the capital of Pitax's bold news neighbor. I must say, I really should not have... I said I really should have spared myself the trouble. It's hardly worth seeing. I'm going to say neutral. A 5-year-old could tell you're deliberately trying to offend me, Sir Stefano. Perhaps you could just tell us directly what it is you came here for? He snorts. You know, the initial goal of my visit was to take measure of your so-called barony to see if you had anything of value. And do you know what I found? Nothing. You have absolutely nothing to offer. Military weak. Culture weak. Economy weak. You'd best pray to all the gods that my King Ravetti doesn't declare war on you. On the other hand, maybe you should pray he conquers you. This mess of a barony could use rule of a proper king. Oof. I'm going to go with the neutral option again. No matter how weak my barony may be, you have no right to speak to me in such a tone. Indeed, what was I thinking? What value could there be in speaking to someone who could barely understand the words of an educated noble? I've learned what I wished. I bid you farewell. What a douchebag. BP, build points. Weekly income is 30. Okay. God, these guys are all still... How do I, Fey Magician... God, both the people I can send are occupied. Alright, she can go. Event of the month. I can't take either of those guys. Go to the throne room. Heartbroken mother begs for help. In one moment, dear. Okay. Okay. Curses. I need to get him on this. No, the other one. I mean, it's gonna take forever and a day, but oh well. Alright, let's go to the throne room. What's up, Lucas? What's up, buddy? A peasant woman, her face soaked in tears, approaches you quickly. Oh, your grace, woe is me. I've met with my darkest hour. You're my last hope. Don't leave me in need. My name is Jenna Tennyson. Alright, short voyage. My boy ran away, haven't seen him. I'll try to find him. Do you know anybody where he might be? There's this old hag in the Gnarl Marshes, a swamp witch. It's plain as day she took my boy. Alright, do people disappear frequently? They sure do. There's so many hazards around, it's hard to name them all. Oh, that's not good. Alright, I'll try to find him. Alright. Let me grab back. Alright. Chris is off doing plumbing in the kitchen. I'm just gonna let her do what she's doing. Alright. I should be able to go out to... Now, if I want to go to the map... To find the old woman's baby, I have to go out of here and get to the map. Don't get sidetracked, though. I've got to do the verdant lady, man. Verdant Chambers. I gotta see if her promise of Nookie Nookie was real or not. Alright. Where'd that kid run off to? Do I care? Not that much. Oh. Begin construction of a new building in the capital. Appoint one of the advisors to the treasury. I guess I need to do that probably before I go. No candidates are available, so why are you prompting me to do shit? So it stopped us at the ford for some reason. Hold up, hold up. Why is... Okay, somehow my party got screwed up. That's more or less. It's not perfect. Why is she not wielding her shield? Maybe I guess she only pulls it out when she's done. Or ready to go into combat. That's what was confusing me. Hey, you there. Quick, you gotta help us. Nice. Oh, here comes more of them. Oh, Tartuk is back. It looks just like your old acquaintance, Tartuccio. Uh-huh. Kobolds want this cart. Kobolds shall have it. The horse skull hides most of the kobold's face, but you see the vicious eyes glinting through the empty socks staring at you. Glorious cling to Tartuk. Well, that strange person did resurrect Tartuccio, but I wonder if he got resurrected not knowing who he really was. Tartuk King. Oh, he says this bastard was the one chucking our ears off while the rest of them were trying to steal our cart. King Tartuk. What do you say about a bit of regicide? Yeah, Tartuccio, I recognize you. Why are you not dead? Oh. He's either is fully in character or he got rezzed as the king. Come on. While the gnomes... Hang on. While the gnomes were busy fighting the kobolds, furiously cursing and diligently punching their unwelcome guests right in their dragonish snouts, the cart was all but forgotten. The unwitting cause of the fight, it was being dragged away by scared ponies when it slid down the ford. Okay. The surviving gnomes were able to catch the cart before it floated away. Just then, a package fell into the river. With a heartbreaking splash, it vanished underneath the current, only to resurface 10 meters down the road. No! The head of the gnome expedition moaned. That was Alchemy and Life, the latest issue. Why are you just standing around? Help! Alright. Gathering our strength, we began pulling the cart from the river. Try to pull the cart out. Well, we lost the... That's unfortunate. I didn't want to lose it. Wonder if I can quick save. Scum save! Oh, not before the whole fight and everything. Well, let's see how back it auto-saved me. It's late anyway. I need to start wrapping up. Hold up. Did you not have to go in? Oh, I didn't realize you could totally just skip that whole place. I thought when you came to something you had to go into it. Okay.
I need to catch my breath.
Crap. We're not rested.
I'm not afraid.
Let us strike as one!
What is a Dwermo cat?
What your entrails look like?
Excuse me. Well, Elf, today you've helped the Dwemer cat. Does not forget those who help her. We shall meet again. Interesting. The Dwemer cat.
I'll go ahead.
Huh. It's an interesting little side quest encounter thingy. Yeah, let's go ahead and rest.
When I hear thunder in the middle of the fight, I always look around, and each time I see your smiling face lit by the lightning, and in your eyes, blood, steel, and claws. Battle brings you true pleasure.
Ah, that's true. I do like slinging lightning, and I like danger. Devil knows why. Sometimes I feel I belong there, in the thick of a battle among the animals and the beasts. So, what's for dinner?
Yeah, but how do I... How do I come here by myself? Oh, wow. You have to, it says here you have to leave alone from your capital. Well, that's kind of a pain in the bus. Oh, someone is saying here you can do it. Hold on. I'm trying to read something here. So you can actually change it from here. That's very interesting. I think that's what I just did, was change the party in the map. I think. That's what Google was suggesting.
The path is clear.
I feel like this is all just going to be a horrible trap. And that song, I did it all for the Nookie, is going to be a horrible, horrible death. It's going to be a death cry. Oh my goodness, I am so ready for bed, guys and girls and everybody. I need some sleep. Oh, is there like puzzles and shit I have to do too? I'm not gonna be able to stay awake for puzzles. So, did I fail that roll apparently?
Let us be careful. Impossible.
Alright, that's an impossible roll. I took a whole bunch of damage too. Ability checks I can make. Oh shiznizzle.
Done.
Okay, the point of this being what? Why am I up here up top?
I've spotted something. We should prepare.
That literally takes me to the same exact place. Alright. Alright. Well, I'm going to bed. I'm too tired to deal with puzzles tonight. So, thanks everybody for hanging out. Lots of videos coming out tomorrow, and I gotta record my next episode of Decoding Dune tomorrow at some point. But we're pretty good on all our other publications scheduled out throughout the week. Yeah, I'm gonna get some sleep. Take care of my sick kitty cats. See everybody next time.